Hey sports fans, I'm Mike.
I'm Chris.
And this is Fourth and Goal. So folks, the Australian Open is now upon us, the first major of the year in tennis. All these great players conjure up memories of past greats. And this has inspired our first down question. Who is the greatest tennis player, male or female, of all time? Now, you can pick from so many players like Martina Navratilova, Chris Evert, Jimmy Connors, Pete Sampras, but I'm going to have to go with Roger Federer. His dominance in the 2000s is unmatched in any other decade by any other player. Even with Nadal breathing down his neck for the second half, he has still managed to win 16 majors and is still going strong. I think he'll finish as the greatest player in history.
As many of you watch your NFL playoff games and your NBA games this season, you always see that one commercial that's got that athlete that just looks too good in front of the camera. So for our second down question, who is the most marketable athlete of our generation? I think it's Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is nearly on every single funny commercial you see nowadays, and there isn't an NFL game that will go without a Peyton Manning commercial. What do you think?
Ice hockey is one of the most brutal sports in the world, and augmenting its violence is the common occurrence of fighting. Now, brawling has been brought into the national spotlight recently by Sidney Crosby's concussion as a result of a fight. So our third down question is, what is the future of brawling in hockey? I think it'll be kept, because it's part of the culture of hockey. Fans and players alike embrace it. It would be like taking the beanball away from baseball. You just can't do it. It's too well ingrained in the culture. So Chris, what was our fourth down question this week?
Well, Mike, our viewers asked us, what is the greatest Super Bowl ever played?
Chris, I gotta go with the 2008 Super Bowl between the New York Giants and New England Patriots. Now the Pats came into the game undefeated and were heavily favored to beat the Giants, but New York pulled it off thanks in large part to a wonderful catch by David Tyree. This, in addition to the fact that the game was played under enormous circumstances, beating an undefeated team, puts it at number one on my list. Chris?
Well, Mike, I'll have to bring you 8 years earlier. The Tennessee Titans and the St. Louis Rams were pitted against each other in possibly the greatest Super Bowl ever. My personal favorite. The Tennessee Titans lost 23-16 on a last-second catch by Kevin Dyson. He was tackled at the 1-yard line. This play has been referred to as the tackle, one of the greatest plays in NFL history. This is the greatest Super Bowl ever.
Good choice, Chris.
Good choice on you, Mike.
So folks, this week we're going to have two games of the week. One being the NFC Championship game and one being the AFC Championship game. I've got the NFC and I've got the Packers over the Bears. Now the Bears are playing at home. They have a great defense and Jay Cutler is really improving. But like I said in the last episode, Aaron Rodgers is the X factor for the Packers. Clay Matthews and the Packers secondary will act like a stone wall against that Bears offense, and the game will be won by the Packers. Pack your bags for Dallas.
And for the second game of the week, I have the AFC Championship game between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game features two of the best defenses in the NFL this season. And I gotta give my edge to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Troy Polamalu will destroy the offensive line of the New York Jets, thus undermining the poor play action abilities and opportunities of Mark Sanchez. Watch out, Green Bay. The Steelers are coming. And viewers, if you must know why Wes isn't here with us today, he's on maternity leave. Bless his heart.
Well, that does it for today on Fourth and Goal. I'm Mike.
I'm Chris.
Touchdown!